Hello everyone and welcome back to FilmBook Review, an official YouTube channel of FilmBook. Featured in Google News, IMDb's news desk, and a member of the Critics' Choice Association, FilmBook is an entertainment industry news website that reports on the film and TV show industries in the United States and across the world. Today on FilmBook Review, I will be reviewing the film Diamond Hands, The Legend of Wall Street Bets, a movie that screened at the 2022 South by Southwest Film Festival. Diamond Hands, The Legend of Wall Street Bets is directed by Zachary Conapari and Drea Cooper. This is a Diamond Hands, The Legend of Wall Street Bets movie review, and there will be spoilers. If you like our movie reviews, please like this Diamond Hands, The Legend of Wall Street Bets film review, as that helps us out with YouTube's algorithm, and consider subscribing. Once subscribed, click the bell notification box and you are all set. Please also consider becoming one of our patrons on Patreon at patreon.com/filmbook. And now, the Diamond Hands, The Legend of Wall Street Bets movie review. It's late January 2021. The media cycle is in a frenzy about the storming of the Capitol, the presidential inauguration, the prolonged pandemic, and GameStop. For some reason. If that brick-and-mortar business's sudden resurgence in the zeitgeist as part of an expose on a flawed consumer trading app and a concocted revolution to The Big Short, The Big Shorters was too convoluted for you to follow at the time, fear not. Documentarians Zachary Conapari and Drea Cooper have condensed it all into the raucous and righteously angry overview that is Diamond Hands, The Legend of Wall Street Bets. Covering roughly a year and a half from just before the start of the COVID-19 pandemic to early mid-2021, Conapari and Cooper document the confluence of a stalled economy, financial frustrations, and more free time amidst the American populace. Also in the mix are Robinhood, a mobile app that made trading on Wall Street more accessible to the everyday consumer, and the subreddit r/WallStreetBets, and the subreddit r/WallStreetBets, where many of these consumers went for stock trading advice. The title comes from the lexicon of this subreddit's user, wherein Diamond Hands refers to holding on to certain volatile stocks in the hope that they'll eventually skyrocket in worth. Robinhood became one of the most downloaded and heavily used apps amidst the lockdown when Americans were looking for alternative ways to make money, usually in the wake of being laid off from their jobs. And the subreddit, of which its users unashamedly proclaim to be idiots with little to no professional expertise, exploded in terms of subscribers. This combination was a perfect storm for a new wave of economic anger aimed at the Wall Street hedge funds who are continuing to profit amidst another in a long line of worldwide crises. These everyday traders were hoping to leverage this once-in-a-lifetime moment to stick it to the man and give hedge fund managers a taste of their own medicine. But what they forgot about was that Wall Street, and on a bigger scale, capital itself, doesn't even play by its own rules. And a bunch of nerds on Reddit sure as shit aren't going to make them change their MO. Conapari and Cooper inject Diamond Hands with the same playful energy that Arthur Jones did with his Pepe the Frog introspective feels good man 2 years ago. Both docs examine a burgeoning social isolation brought about by neoliberal political forces and the various forms of cultural malaise that manifest in its wake. Diamond Hands extrapolates this thorny discussion through bright, kinetic visuals and a hyperactive balancing act of the ironic with the sincere. It's so good, in fact, that you can even look past the occasional cringe factors of early 2021 viral trends, and the epic bacon narwhal Reddit bro mindset without so much as an eye twitch of secondhand embarrassment. Although, where Diamond Hands specifically succeeds is in its materialistic analysis of America's current economic crisis, and the intersectional approach such analysis demands. And for a film co-produced by MSNBC, hey, believe me, I'm just as gobsmacked as you are. Absent are any presuppositions of these Reddit investors being nothing more than the antisocial neckbeard archetype, since Conapari and Cooper pull from quite a diverse pool of interviewees, But the duo doesn't flatten their subjects' experiences down to fit any perceived notions regarding identity either. The filmmakers allow their subjects, and by extension the film as a whole, to elucidate on how singular aspects like racism limits one's financial powers differently than, say, just sexism, or just generational status does. And yet, they also acknowledge the difficulties of each form of oppression on its own, and how the very presence of any of those inequities is an injustice in and of itself, not to mention how dastardly they can be if they ever overlap. It's another timely, cinematic reminder that capitalism relies on all these injustices to thrive, and that you must untangle the knot of them should you wish to eliminate any single one. Don't get it confused, though. Diamond Hands isn't a blind endorsement of this Wall Street light, form-trolling, disruptor mentality. Campari and Cooper reveal the addictive aspect that this gamification of economics can have, and how, after a while, it all starts to feel like gambling at a casino. One particular interviewee talks about when Robinhood started limiting its users' buying availability in order to save face and financially recoup its own pitfalls, and how he lost a vast majority of his investments because he refused to cash out, even though he knew that would be the right thing to do for his family's future. He just couldn't bring himself to have paper hands. It's never directly addressed, but moments like these reveal a noteworthy examination on how peer pressure operates in the age of social media. Digital clout has massive sway, and despite the internet being not real to some degree, it can still have profound, and oftentimes damaging, effects in the meat space. Thus, Diamond Hands isn't just an important encapsulation of a shaky moment in recent economic memory, but another in a growing list of reminders of capitalism's inherent inhumanity and the instability that is to come. The doc forces us to reckon with not just the potential outcome of this risky game, but whether we should all even be playing it in the first place. And that brings us to the conclusion of this Diamond Hands, The Legend of Wall Street Bets movie review. I would love to hear your thoughts on it below in the comments section. If you liked what you heard during this review, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Please also visit and subscribe to our podcast channel at FilmBook Podcast and our trailer and reaction channel at FilmBook Trailers. Thank you for viewing, and you can watch one of these reviews next.